Morning. Today is 3 years since I had my weight loss surgery, and it's kind of crazy when I think about it because it's gone really fast, and there's been a lot of great things that have happened as a result of it. Um, Losing weight, feeling healthy, having uh, you know a much more active life. I go fishing. I don't know if you can see, there's my boat right there on the lift. So I go fishing a lot, and I'm out and about and active and climbing around on the boat and doing things that I would never have been able to do comfortably before. I wear better clothes. There's a lot of good things that have come from it. I'm back to eating pretty much anything that I want in kind of normal portions. I certainly can't eat as much as I used to be able to eat, but I can certainly eat more than I could 2 years ago. But that's okay. It feels normal. Like, I don't overeat ever. You can feel it. It's like, okay, your body says time to stop. There are times when I eat too fast, and that's a problem because then you get full really fast, and that's not something you want to do when you have a reduced stomach. So that's something that I've dealt with, and it hasn't been a challenge at all. Sorry if I'm squinting a lot. The sun's right here and to my right, so. But I wanted to make this video because I've gotten a lot of support from you guys over the last 3 years, and I've not been as good about responding as I should have been, and for that I'm sorry, and I don't want you to think that I don't appreciate the support. And I try and respond to all the questions that I get. If I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Hit me up, because as far as I know, I've responded to everybody. But I had a shitty beginning to this year, and it's continued to be kind of shitty with this coronavirus thing. That's been a disaster for most of us because it's just turned everything upside down. But my year started with January 7th having an emergency gallbladder removal surgery, which was the first time I've spent any time in a hospital in the United States since I had my tonsils out back in 1975. So I was 6 years old. And I gotta say, I went to Mexico for the gastric sleeve surgery, and a lot of people were like, weren't you scared? The hospitals, the hospital in Mexico was a million times better than the hospital here in the US in so many ways. It was more modern. I had my own private room, a big room with like two separate rooms, with a sitting room with a sectional and a big screen TV, and then a bedroom with a lazy boy and another TV. In the hospital here, I had to share my room with somebody who was miserable and may have been dying, I don't know, making noises all the time. His TV blaring, my TV, I couldn't hear it. He was talking on his phone. It was horribly uncomfortable. Mexico, I had none of that. It was great. So make sure you check out belightweight.com. They're not paying me to say this. I'm just saying I had the best experience, and when you get a good experience with something, you should pass that along. So when they did the surgery for the gallbladder removal, they accidentally cut into my lower intestine. When they stapled it back, they stapled it too tight, and it caused it to collapse, which caused a full blockage of the small bowel. So 2 weeks later, I threw up poop. Yes, that's true. That's possible, because what doesn't come out one way has got to come back up, and it did. Horrible. The worst experience you could ever imagine. And it's as bad as it sounds. Yes, I threw up poop, and that's exactly as bad as it was as bad as it sounds. But the surgery I had to have to correct that was way worse than the first surgery, because they had to do 2 probes and then cut me up the middle from the belly button up, and remove a section of my lower bowel. It was 20 days in the hospital at the beginning of the year, the first month of 2020. New decade started like a pile of shit. And I lost 15 pounds in the hospital because I couldn't eat anything. So it was just all through the IV. And, that was great to lose weight, but not that way. That sucked. So I'd never want to have to do any of those things again. That was awful. So, I'm thankful that I'm healthy and kind of back to a normal life. I stopped eating red meat. I stopped eating pork. I stopped eating dairy of any kind. I haven't had anything carbonated. So I've changed my diet for the better. It was an opportunity for me to do it, and I embraced it, and I've kept it. So I'm really happy with myself for that. Another thing that I want to tell you is if you're not drinking your water, drink it, because the doctor said that could have been a big part of what led to my gallbladder problems. I wasn't drinking water. I wasn't drinking water at all for periods of time, like weeks at a time. I was drinking Coke Zero, and pretty much that's it. So I haven't had any soda or anything like that since all this happened. And you know, I've gained, since my surgery, I've gained 30 pounds back. I'm okay with it. There's some love handle stuff happening. I can't, like midsection, just not happy with it. But I think I can fix that. That's going to be diet and exercise. You know, I'm going to have to be really diligent about, because I'm about to turn 51 in a few weeks, and things aren't as easy to lose as they used to be. But man, are they sure easy to gain, right? It's so unfair. That's how shit works. But you know, what are you going to do? So I wanted to make this video because of all the support I've gotten, and I felt like a little guilty because I haven't kept up with keeping you guys informed with what's going on. So I want to thank you for your continued support, even though I'm not doing much to help you guys. My videos are still out there. The gastric sleeve surgery and penis size video has done extremely well. I get a lot of comments, a lot of likes on that one, but it's true. You know, you lose that fat, your Johnson looks bigger. It's a beautiful thing. It's a little bonus. So the ladies will appreciate it, or your significant other will appreciate it, and you'll appreciate it because you can actually look down and see it, you know, which is something most of us, we didn't have that luxury for a long time. So you know, I'm appreciative of so many things, but you guys are one of the best parts of this, because I feel like I made a lot of friends, and I saw the good side of humanity, you know, and I appreciate that, and I wanted to tell you so. So with that, I'm gonna say, you know, I didn't post a lot because I don't feel like I've had a lot to say, but you know, as I do this, I'm like, yeah, maybe I did have a lot to say. I seem to be rattling on pretty easily without having to dig too hard to come up with something else to discuss. So, you know, do what you can to get yourself in a position to get this surgery if you're at the point where you need to lose weight, which I can't imagine anybody watching this video or watching gastric sleeve videos, updates, whatever, that's not in a situation where they've had the surgery and want continued support or are looking for a way to better themselves. I was lucky. I found Be Lightweight, talked to Jamie, still talk to Jamie. Jamie and I texted a lot while I was in the hospital going through my gallbladder stuff. She was helping me with diet ideas, things like that. So she's been amazing, over and above. You know, they've had my money for 3 years, and she still checks in with me. So if you want to deal with good people, you know, that's the best recipe for success. Good people, good doctors, a good experience, a good mental outlook. You know, don't do this and think you're going to be able to eat donuts again or whatever. You can, but you'd be stupid. I catch myself every once in a while getting something sweet. You know, I bought a donut the other day. I ate half of it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It just seemed like old habit. I took my eye off the ball, and the old Brian just came creeping back in and pulled a donut, popped it in his mouth. So, you know, do better. That's the thing, is all of us need to strive for. You don't have to be perfect, but do better. So with that, I'm going to let you have your day, May 8th, the best day of my life. So good luck, stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch people, you know, be smart, don't hoard the toilet paper, fuck's sake. I'll see you.